Hey guys, what's up? Happy Thursday. This is Everything Sharp channel. And I am Tim, your host. This is the first time seeing my videos. I'm glad to have you here. If you're subscribed to the channel, let's hit that like button for me. And let's get into today's carry. So today's carry, I had the Nitecore MT1A Pro. It is aluminum housed. Very nice little light. Super bright. Multiple settings of brightness, and just a great all-around EDC light. Doesn't take up much room in the pocket. Then we had the Travax wallet, which is made in the USA. It is of course metal and paracord made. And then we had the Benchmade Prosper with carbon fiber, sheep's foot blade. Looks like bronze liners, copper liners. This is in the S90V variant. And this is the first production run of this knife. It does have a half stop. Really spongy spring in it. And then the star of the show today was the Rat Model 1.5 in Magna Cut G10. Just man, this thing was 80 or 90 bucks, and for the money, it just blows me away. Phenomenal full flat grind on washers. Thumb studs work really good. It is not drop shut because it's on washers, of course, but phenomenal knife for the money. Good belly. Tips up kind of high, but that was my carry today. We'll leave it all out sitting over here. And if you leave in the comments what your carry today, I'll get back to you. So the knife we got in today, guys, if I've been chasing this knife, this particular model variant of it, for quite some time now. And I was scrolling on Blade Binge the other night and found one in new condition and for a really good price, and I had to have it. So I've already cut it open today. Of course, nothing's in there. As you guys can tell already what it is. This is a XM18 3.5 20 CV slicer grind, hollow grind, non-flipper tri-way stonewash blue G10. So I'm really excited for this knife. So there's the tri-way systems. It looked like this one has got the so what you get here is Teflon, phosphor bronze, and metal washers. Then you get a Hinderer sticker, assembled by righ, tuned, and then you get the knife. I think that's it, and some popcorn down there. But I have been chasing this knife for quite some time now. I've owned the spear point with the flipper, didn't like it, got rid of it. I do have an automatic one of these, but it's not a slicer grind. And wow, bright UK blue, baby. So we have G10, we have titanium liners, we have titanium standoffs, overbuilt hardware, tip up or tip down carry, not right or left, not left-handed. I mean, this filler tab, you take these out, put them down, filler tab, just raw titanium back here, and the tolerances are really good and tight. Lanyard hole back here in the back. And let's fire this thing. Well, if that's a hollow grind, it's not much of a hollow, I tell you, if it is at all. If it's a hollow, it's barely any hollow. Barely. So we have a drop point blade of 20 CV. They call that I'm sorry guys, my mind's just when I think hollow ground, I think like hollow ground. This one is not quite what I was envisioning on a hollow grind, but I guess it is a little bit. But I didn't want, this was my problem when I was looking for this knife. I didn't want the flipper variant because I don't like sticking out up here. I wanted the finger choil, and of course one of my favorite blade steels is 20 CV. The stone washing on this, guys, is beautiful. Put a little oil on it to protect it. But the stone washing is beautiful on this, guys. And just a beautiful, beautiful knife. And I've been wanting one of these for a while. And like I said, I found one just scrolling through Blade Binge. And just phenomenal action. Drop shut once it gets past that detent ramp. Finger choil's really, really nice. Jimping's really, really nice. Choke back's really, really nice. This knife will get some use. Come perfectly centered. The blue is just vibrant. So what we're looking at is a Hinderer Axiom 18 3.5 inch. We have a blue G10 scale here. We have a thinner titanium liner on this side, full thickness titanium liner on this side, jimping everywhere. The lock bar back here. We do have a steel lock bar insert. This is an open construction. This raw machining and is just super, super attractive. Just a raw metal look on the back side of the blade. It's really, really stunning. And yeah, it's just a really, really cool knife. Made in America. I don't know what that is. Something sticky. Yeah, some kind of glue or something back there. A sticker that was on it. Sorry guys, I lost train of thought again. It's just this natural metal look is really, really cool. I wish it, I might try to find me a titanium scale for the front. Excellent action. This knife blade is canted down, so the tip is still up a little bit high, but not straight up and straight down to cut with it. You also have some belly for some good rocking cuts. Ergonomically, it's super nice because of the shape of the handle. The jimping works. I'd like to see this a little bit more of a slicer grind, like a hollow grind. The main bevel looks like it's even on both sides. Just the quality you get with a Hinderer knife is uncomparable. It's up there with the Chris Reeves and all those other makers. Chris Reeve, Rosie, all that. I believe it's up there with them all. These filler tabs back here in the back are just phenomenal. The lock bar cutout is way down here. It's got some milling in it. Should be T8 hardware everywhere. Is it bigger than a T8? Oh, that's not a T8. T8 hardware. Phillips T6 on the lock bar insert. Yep, T6. And just an excellent, excellent design. I love it. I'm glad to have it in the collection. It will get used. May put the washers in it to keep out debris out of the bearings. So stonewash blade, drop point blade. We do have the Rick Hinderer horse there on the front of the blade. We have the tri-way system with an H here. If anybody knows what that H is for up there, I'm pretty sure it's Hinderer. But let me know in the comments. There's an H underneath, over top of the tri-way. USA in the back. CPM 20 CV. Drop shut action. Very smooth, very nice, dialed in. And let's do some size comparisons. So, Benchmade bug out. The XM 18 is a bigger knife. Paramilitary 2. The Paramilitary 2 is just a tad bit longer, guys. The drop bear is a little bit shorter. And then we got another hinder, no flipper with a finger choil. These two are about the same size as well. Let's do the weight of it. I'm going to say 4 ounces. We're going to do the weight of it, test the edge on it, and see what we come up with. Likes and dislikes on it. Whoa, I said 4 ounces. It's 5.35. So it's a little bit heavier, but it's a heavy duty work knife. This is what I would call a heavy duty work knife. And let's see how sharp she came. I did buy this new but used, secondhand per se, Blade Bench. You guys check them out. You find some really good deals, really cool knives on there. And I check them every day just to see what's on there and see if there's anything I want or gotta have. And come on, Ricky. 215. That is utility razor sharp right there. Anything under 250 is utility razor sharp. Good job. Good job, Rick. Ergonomically, it's really hard to beat this knife. Saber grip or choked up, it's really, really hard to beat this knife. You have belly there for your rock cutting and push cutting, and that tip's not too high to do drag cuts with. Reverse grip, you have to be choked back a little bit or this point gets you. But if you're choked up on the back of that blade, you got plenty of power, plenty of control. Acoustics is really nice. Makes a swoosh when it closes. Reverse flick's good. They dial these in, tune them in really, really nice. Just fall shut at a slow speed. Super nice. How will it carry in pocket? We'll use a microfiber to demonstrate this. The reason why I use these microfibers is the beaded top point, because jeans are thicker. You got about that much hanging out. Pocket jewelry. And just this is a phenomenal American made knife. Alright, I think we went over everything. G10 titanium, T8 hardware. We have a flat for the pivot. We have a T6 for the lock bar, and Phillips for the filler tab and the pocket clip. It's really cool. It's different. My likes. I love the stone wash on the blade. It's very, very nice. I love that there's no flipper tab. I love the forward finger choil. You got plenty of life to sharpen with. It's 20 CV. I like how the jimping's everywhere. I like when you grab the knife, the blade is already down, facing down, ready to get into the cut. When you cut something, it's already ready to go. It's down. G10's nice and grippy. Jimping, like I said, jimping everywhere. Access to the lock bar. There is a little bit, not much guys, but it is jimped, so it's very easy to get into and let it fall. Negatives. Let me see here. Only negative that I could see, maybe two, is why not use flat screws here and inset them along with the filler tab. And then they call this a hollow grind. But if that's a hollow, guys, once again, you know, I always try to be honest as I can. If it's a hollow, it's barely any kind of hollow. It's barely got any kind of belly to it, curvature to it. I'd call that a flat grind if I was calling it anything, a high flat grind. And yeah, so just I like to see those inset. And if they're going to put a hollow grind on the box, I would make it where it definitely is. You can definitely feel the hollow grind. I mean, looking down it, you can see a little bit of something, but not much. And Hinder XM 18 3.5 inch blade. Let's go ahead and, I almost forgot. Let's see if I can get it out for us. 3.5 inches. Let's see if they're right on that. So 3.5 inches, guys, is all the way back to the end of the finger choil. The actual cutting edge, you're going to be about a 3 1/8. Overall, you're about an 8 1/4. Closed up, you're about 4 3/4. So it's really, you got 3 inches of cutting edge. If you're counting back here at the finger choil and the thumb studs, that's 3 1/2. Another thing I like is I like the thumb studs hitting the frame to create an extra point of contact. It does have a stop pin back here as well, but those thumb studs get in there and give you another point of contact, making it just a little bit stronger. Ergonomically, she's super nice. I love the raw stone wash on the back. I'm going to try to find the titanium front scale. And yeah, guys, Hinder XM 18 3.5. This has been on the radar for quite some time. Finding a slicer variant hollow grind without a flipper tab, they're out there, but I wasn't going to pay as much as they were asking for it. I did get a really good deal on this. Lockup is about, it's locked up pretty good. It's almost completely touching the steel. You know, it feels the whole lock bar insert up, so it's got good connection there. Just an excellent USA made hard use knife. Alright guys, let's get this Hinder out of the way. We got one more thing to talk about. I'm sorry, not trying to make this too long. Once again, if y'all hit that like button when I get the next thing out we're going to take a look at. And let's dive right into it. So we'll leave the Hinder XM 18 out. And I've been carrying this Travax wallet for maybe a month or two. And once again, scrolling on Facebook and all that, I found this proof wallet. So this is supposed to be veteran owned. I don't know if it's made in the USA, so don't hold me to that, but a wallet's part of my EDC. Proof wallet, carry proof, deploy. So this carries up to 25 cards, quick access, secure cache, RFID blocking, 3.75, 2.25, 0.05. We are so confident in our wallets, we back them by no questions refund. So I went with this. Oh, cool. So I don't know if all of them come with this, but this is a multi-tool, a key. It looks like we have a flat, a Phillips, a pry bar, a bicycle spoke wrench, a 10mm wrench, bottle cap opener, a ruler. It's got some measurements there on the back. That's really cool. I didn't know that come with that. Put that back down in there. I think I carry that. So the one I went with is the top grain leather. And the reason why I chose to go with this, get away from the Travax possibly, is because I don't ever carry much cash. I always carry cards. This has a pull where this one doesn't. It just has a paracord bead roll over there. And we'll get out a couple of these cards. We'll show you how they work. So how this wallet works is you slide them in from the top. And then this pull tab right here pulls them up. You pick what you need out. Push it back down. And this thing holds up to 25 cards. And then you got this band right here to slide cash in. If you need to carry whatever cash you need, you can pull it out, get to your card, put it back. This is going to be hopefully an upgrade to my EDC. It's smaller. This is kind of heavy. I really like this though because this serves as a pry bar. But I wanted to try this proof wallet out. And the real leather, the leather's really nice. This RFID blocking's really nice. If you have iPhone, you can get a AirTag and put in here. But that's it, guys. Proof wallet, XM18 3.5. I hope you enjoyed it. 2 new things from EDC. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Stay safe, stay sharp, stay warm.